given the functions, notice that's a plural because we've got two of them going here. We've got f of x, which is 2x squared, and we've got g of x, which is 2x minus 3. And we're going to evaluate f of negative 4 minus g of 1. Once again, we've got these two functions, f of x equaling 2x squared, and also the g of x here equaling 2x minus 3. And so here we go, f of negative 4 minus g of 1. Let's see what we can do with this problem today, okay? As I said, you've got two functions, f of x and g of x. Don't get excited, folks. It's just a way to distinguish their two different pieces of information, all right? So the little f and the little g, nothing magical. We can put any little letter we want there, probably except an x, all right? But what we're going to do is we're going to first figure out what the f function does for a negative 4, and what do we do with the g function for a value of 1. And when we do that, we're going to put them together, and then the final result says we're going to subtract. We're going to subtract. So it looks like a lot going on, but let's break it down into 3 easy pieces, all right? So first of all, we've got this f of x equaling to 2x squared. And I'm going to put in a negative 4. What I want to do is I want to put a negative 4 in for x now. And that, dear friends, is going to come in a way that we have the negative 4 is substituted. Just simply replaced, which means we're going to put a square. Now notice I put a parenthesis around it because I want to make sure that we also square that negative part of the 4. A lot of times if we just type these things in the calculator, we just type negative 4 squared and forget a parenthesis, you're going to get a negative 16, which is not true. Negative 4 times negative 4 gives you positive 16. So what do we got here? We got 2 times 16, which will give us, looks like a good old positive 32. So there we go. We're on our way. We're starting. Now, let's take a look at our g function. Our g function here has g of x equaling to 2x minus 3, all right? And in you looking at that, what we're going to do, we're going to replace the g function. We're going to put g of 1, which means every x is going to be replaced with 1. Well, there's only one x there to be taken care of. So let's see what we got. We got 2 times 1, and we're going to subtract out of 3. We're going to subtract out 3. So as you see at this point, it looks like we have 2 minus 3, which will equal negative 1. So this is the value, f of 1 equals 32. Our g of 1, did I say f of 1? I'm sorry, f of negative 4 right there equals 32. And our g of 1 over here gives us negative 1. Are you saying, well, we're done? No. Problem says, let's take these two values and subtract them. The one that comes first is going to be our 32. We're going to subtract a negative 1 from that. And then we're going to add the opposite and our final value. There you go, 33. So again, we use our function, our f function, to use the negative 4 because that's how we've coded it. And then we use our g function to play with the 1. And we come up with these great numbers, 32, where we had to subtract a negative 1, which means adding the opposite, which gives us plus 1. And we end up with 33.
For more math help, visit TNLearn.org.